Hello everyone. I know that most of you are waiting for October 29th. And the reason that Bank of Canada is going to make another announcement. And in today's video, we're going to explain it to you what exactly we are expecting so you can plan things ahead. Obviously, the real estate market is quite slow. We'll show you those numbers. We'll also give you the mortgage numbers. But there's something else that I want to discuss with you guys, and that is going to be the immigration numbers that Government of Canada has released, that they are expecting how many immigrants will be coming into Canada. The reason why I'm going to share that with you, because there is so much that is dependent on in our economy on how many people come to this country. And obviously we had lots of people that came in the past and immigration system was quite broken. But at the same time, our economy is quite dependent on how many people come here and work. When I'm talking about all that, obviously it is the legal stuff as well. So let's just start with what are we expecting from Bank of Canada on October 29th. Now, recently, the inflation numbers just came out, and surprisingly, the inflation in the month of September went up to 2.4%. Now, keep this in mind, Bank of Canada always wants to keep it close to 2% or even less than 2%. I hope you remember that it was about 1.7% and then 1.9% in July and August. So it went to 2.4%. Obviously, tariffs and other things are making a huge difference. Energy prices were still down, but at the same time, food prices went up quite a bit. Now, why it really matters? Bank of Canada always considers the inflation when they're making the rate cut decision. Inflation is supposed to stay under control for them to cut another rate. But at the same time, the economy is slowing down as well, and they need to get things going on that side. So on October 29th, we do expect that Bank of Canada will cut interest rate by another 0.25%. The chances are really high. So obviously, there are a lot of buyers who are sitting on the side right now thinking what kind of decision they should make. Most likely, this is the last time they'll cut the interest rate. And we will see actually in future what really happens with tariffs and all the other things to give you more better prediction about what's going on to happen, obviously, with the real estate market and Bank of Canada's rate decisions. But at this moment, on October 29th, we expect actually them to cut the interest rate by another 0.25%. So as you can see in the graph here, our interest rates were low even in 2023, and then they went really up. During COVID, they were really low. We were sitting actually at historically low interest rates. Then they started going up, and obviously in 2024 they were really high. And since then, actually, you can see in this graph that Bank of Canada has started to drop, and now we're sitting at about 2.5%, and we're expecting it to come to 2.25%. So it's a good news for a lot of people, but a bad news at the same time for a lot of people, just because their investments and all the other things and price will also show actually less money in their account. Anyway, now I just wanted to share this information with you guys. These are the targeted immigration numbers from Government of Canada. As you can see, in 2025, number is still quite high. 673,650 people. That also includes students and all that. But it comes 2026, you can see the number drops quite a bit, almost by another about 150,000, 160,000, I would say. And then in 2027, they're expecting it to go up slightly, but not as much. Why am I sharing these numbers with you? Now, you need to keep in mind, because there are a lot of people who are probably thinking about investing in real estate and thinking what to do next. Now, the interest rates are going to be down to 2.25%, and these are the numbers. These people are going to be coming to Canada, and they're going to be obviously looking for places to call home. And those numbers are still like 500,000 people coming to Canada is a really high number. And obviously, most of them do come to Toronto, Vancouver first, but after that, they do come to other cities like Calgary. Calgary does become actually third, basically the destination where people prefer to live. So keep those numbers in mind. I just wanted to share that with you so you have some sort of vision which way everything is going to go in the near future. Now let's talk about the mortgage rates. You can see here, there are banks are offering even close to 4.1 or even 4.15. These are the kind of interest rates, but some of the private banks are even lending money right now on 5-year fixed mortgages about 3.7. Obviously, all the banks are competing. Keep that in mind. Shop around before you sign the documents and make sure you get the best rate. And most of them are even giving actually cash back when you get a mortgage, new mortgage with any bank. So take a look at these numbers. I hope you can take advantage of that. And now let's just talk about our weekly numbers. As we know, in the winter months, starting even in October and then November, December, our inventory, like new listings, start to go down. So as you can see here, we only had in the last week 603 new listings that came into the market. And obviously we have really high inventory, no doubt about that. So only 603 new listings came into the market. 103 properties were back on the market. 708 properties saw price decrease. 15 properties saw price increase. 393 properties were pending. 460 properties were sold. And 101 properties were expired. 7 properties were withdrawn. And 282 properties were terminated. Market is still slow. It is going to be like this for the next few months. And let's see how everything really turns out to be, where tariffs and everything else gets worked out, so we can see any change in the market. And if you have any questions about real estate, please don't forget to give us a call. My phone number is 403-689-2345. Thank you.